friends, my name is Tash and I welcome you to a new lesson. So, what are we going to learn today? I have some few job interview tips today which are going to help you in your next job interview to be really successful. And these tips, if you follow these tips, you do not have to do the talking. Your personality, your experience, and you yourself are going to make the change. So, let's get started. So the first tip that I have for you is, you need to know everything is going to be all right no matter what. When I say that, what do I mean? In the first place, you have to be really confident. You have to be true to yourself. You need to understand that you do not have to put undue pressure on the interview situation. You have to be calm, relax, be natural. Because if you are going to put some unrealistic weight to the interview situation, it's not going to help you. It is going to make matters worse. You are not going to be happy by the end of the interview. And the interviewee is also probably not going to like the situation. Also, you need to understand that if you never ever hear from the company, your life is going to go on. You have to remember one thing in specific, that you definitely are going to have many better opportunities coming your way. This is not the last job interview you are going for, is it? No. So always remember that no matter what happens in the interview, or no matter what the situation is like, your life is going to go on and you are going to keep boosting yourself. Yeah? So I hope you remember that no matter what happens, your life is going to go on. The second tip that I have for you is, we need to all know that we are all humans, of course. You know what? When you enter the interview room, remember one thing. The person who is interviewing you or the interviewee was on the other side of the desk one day before he or she got the job they currently have. Yes, don't try to give him a super status or superhero status. Treat him or her like a normal human being. Talk to them like you would talk to one of your friend's parents. Be natural, be honest, be concise. Don't really try to flatter them, okay? Yes, but you definitely need to understand and remember that the situation is somewhere in their control. Partially maybe, but you be honest to yourself and you be natural and be yourself. And remember that the person sitting on the other side has also, been and gone through the entire interview process, okay? So always remember that you and the person sitting in front of you are both humans. So error is bound to happen. Don't let that shake your confidence. Okay? The third tip that I have for you is, be personable. When I say personable, be yourself. Okay? Remember that this job interview is not only about your accomplishments or your skills that you're bringing to the table for the organization to meet their goals, but yes, it's definitely an assessment about your personality. Okay? It's definitely a tool to assess if your personality is a fit to the company's culture. And they are trying to interview you in all the aspects. Now, when I say that, I mean that you do not have to change your personality to meet their company needs. Not required. Be yourself, be honest, be natural. Because if you try to fit yourself into their company culture, which obviously you do not really know what it is like unless you have done a thorough research on the company. What you are trying to do here is, you're just simply trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, which you should not be doing. So be yourself, be confident. That's important. You don't need to change yourself. Okay? So remember, always be personable, always be yourself. tip that I have for you is convey confidence. Okay, before the interview begins, give yourself a confidence boost. Okay, boost yourself. You do not pass statements like, I'll do whatever it takes to get the job done. No, why do you have to do that? Do you owe anything to them? No, you don't need to say statements like these. You have to tell them that, let's take an example of your first date, okay? It's a stench of desperation. If you are going to show that you're really desperate, it's a turn off, a big turn off. So you do not have to say anything which is going to put yourself down, or you don't want to show them that you're begging for the job, okay? Because you're not doing that. You are a confident individual. You are capable. You need to understand, and you need to be positive about yourself. You need to know that no matter what, I am going to gain this job, and if not, I definitely have a lot more opportunities coming my way. Okay, so convey confidence. Don't show them that you're a little shattered, a little scared. Okay, so be confident. It's very, very important. The last tip that I have for you is use calming techniques. It's very important that you are calm before an interview. Okay? When I say calm, I mean that if you are going to be calm for an interview, you are going to be sounding more clear and more confident. You are going to be a better listener and a better speaker. So you need to first identify which are the anti-anxiety mechanisms which work best for you. For some people, it is a vigorous exercise or a vigorous workout that is a stress buster. For some people, it's a meditation mechanism that works. So you need to first identify that, and once you have done that, you need to use that calming technique and then go for your interview. It's definitely going to help you to overcome the fears and the anxiety or the excitement that you may call it. Overcome these kind of things. So remember that before you go for an interview, always use some kind of calming techniques. So friends, I hope these tips that I have shared with you today are going to be helpful for you in attending your next job interview. The main tip, the overall tip that I want you to remember is that you always are going to have a better job, a better boss, a better paycheck. So no matter what, you relax and stay calm and confidently go for your next job interview. So that's all from me for now. I will be back with some more interesting lessons. Till then, bye and take care.